Indiana
come together quickly. Many people had this. Having some trouble here on the opening possession. And
trying to attack her on the defensive end.
Clark had it poked away. Martin launches way outside here this afternoon. Short, good defense by Martin.
For the Valkyries, which is last.
Burton drops it. Benley lets it fly. First two shots here tonight.
Great defender she is.
Here's Mitchell, who's been bounced past. Mitchell fires it up.
They're going to score or get to the free throw line.
Day. She has been on no injuries for either.
See some minutes out of her today. She did.
Away from home. They've really played well in their hour. They've gone to her a couple times. She said Donald's 8th game with the Fever, but her over on the drive, steps back and not playing well in her first games after missing their first two. 2-on-1. Howard will take it herself. Flip low 40% for their transition. That's just such a change. Again, looking to push.
Opportunities in transition.
And Burton feed inside and a cutting. And a lot of contact, and there is.
But boy, she looked pretty quick.
Boston on the drive, flips it up and flips. Games this year, not today, as Burton into the corner. Has not played since that. Late feed inside.
You're going to execute dead ball situation. Right ahead of the ball in transition. It means you're probably going to give up some offensive.
So far this afternoon. Thornton battling through a triple team. Really turns the corner on the drive. Her first All-Star appearance in a little Oakton. Kick out. McDonald wide open.
It was the 9th pick in the expansion.
Lob inside for Billings, who hangs on. Clark defensive rebound. Drops it for Cunningham, who played big minutes without Dantes. We get close to the midway point time weapon. Late was left. Cup game, it did not count toward officials.
Overall efficiencies, Pat. They're on the top. Execution on both sides areas. They've been in way too.
Drive, kick out, Cunningham who launches. Emily Nakase goes deep. We do start 5 players, but in reality,
defense that they play. Great ball pressure.
Therefore, Golden State has cut a. And they'll trade off it. So the Fever won't have the last shot, and it's 12. Here is the Fever rookie going to work. Hayes drives on Clark. Hayes of rebound. Lexi Hull has 3 of them. Here's Howard, just has to fight. Who has really picked up her game late. And now percentage. So the Fever have 2 of them.
And the rotations with Caitlin Clark.
Leticia Me the floor right now. Here's Howard back on the. Tries to take advantage. Hull will.
Mike Weiner is. I mean that was.
The double figures in the minutes category. Floor. Boston handoff. They relieve Burton. And she. Good hands.
Very well done.
Veronica, extra pass. Chen is open. And back-to-back 3-pointers that just come at you off the bench here.
Defense. You can change your pace off.
Not led since the early moments of this game. It's the handle. And Howard an offense here today. You ask, how is this Golden State team so again here today? Benley, 2.
Sometimes
Mitchell off the screen is Salon. Howard has her pin. Teammates, by the way. Caitlin Clark draft. Settled in. The Fever have just
play the Valkyries because they will fits right into the makeup of their team.
And the Fever know what Temi Golden State has rattled off the last 9. Cross-court pass. Howard, extra fine.
It's a really good job by Kelsey Mitchell. Good job by the Fever.
Now long-rangey Benley showing off.
Well, Benley runs. She runs.
Burton lines up, but I'd like that number to be higher as Boston.
But she's not giving up much ground.
Burton dipped the 3. Thornton will just have to hold it. Of the Valkyries ever since. Half away from All-Star Weekend possession.
I don't think Stephanie White's over, and the Valkyries get a triple.
Here's Hayes driving by Boston since late in the first quarter. A 9
guarding inside the 3-point line in the first half.
And Thornton.
I think Lexi.
Well, it was the right call. A couple of the first half. Mitchell, shot clock down to 3 in that first quarter. Have not hit one getting back. Mitchell will wait for reinforcement. There's a foul on Thornton, a little too aggressive. Hayes attacking Boston, going coast to Mitchell. Step back. 18-point swing here.
And usually they ghost that.
Does she get it off in time? Boston on collision at midcourt. No foul called. A pillar of consistency here
for the Fever. And Natasha Howard playing
in the first double-digit lead, and Kate Martin. McDonald finds some space, but Kate Burton leaves it for Martin, who hits.
During that huddle, Stephanie White sat down and looked to be disciplined every second if we want to.
Defensive end, Thornton launches. See, Kate finds some space. There's a start.
A playoff on either end of the floor.
And around the rim side, in amongst the trees, hands off Boston.
Leah Boston was 5 for 7 from the free throw line again here. The Fever got to get her the ball and the quality.
We go to work when you.
On the drive, the kick out, and but a second offensive rebound to the since for medal, and Dantas had 30. Simpson will take it at Martin, fading and hit her by Mitchell. Thornton's been hot from three. Hayes weaves her way, tip into the corner. It's
switch that matchup right here. It's on Kate Martin. There you go. Lexi Hull.
3 on 2. Clark on the drive.
See, this is where the Valkyries to me are the most dangerous.
And now feeds it inside to a cutting.
Great cut from the weak side by Thornton. Top 10. Lead guard in this league.
Clark, here's Hull. The other 3. Dantas looking for some help. Instead, will draw.
Handle.
USA trailed at half. Hayes turns it over. Hit. Timpson the rebound. Timpson. Clark hounding Caitlin Chen.
This time they trapped that second. Does keep you off balance as a ball.
Clark gets inside. Bank shot. She'll launch from 2. Bouncing. Dantas hitting Indianapolis today. Salon finds some space. Lofts it up. Timpson pulls it down. Too strong. Timpson had it. They've got 5 of them in the corner.
Switching.
As you noted, Timpson fires it up. Here's late on the drive. Late to the rim.
Defensive 3-second rule. They should.
Cunningham launches. She and Dantas play catch and McDutch. Burton hangs and draws. Mitchell. Timpson flip. Burton fire away. Indy. The drive. Mitchell through traffic draws the foul. This franchise since see how Stephanie White manages it. Back
doing was switching on. Now
Mitchell pulls up
for the depth of the Valkyries because they can change
on the handoff. Carla Lake comes up the handoff. Driving on McDonald, hangs.
They've done a really good job of moving the ball. Been impressed with Veronica Burton. Her coach.
It's a 12-1 Ingham. Back for McDonald. Late steps into a 3. On her former teammate, pins her inside. Boston got by Howard. Bang with the rebound. Second chance opportunity. Here is a Boston 3.
She's 3 for 13.
Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up. Flip threes we're hoping for. It's good. Defensive rebound, and Burton. We're here in the second half. Boston. Clark with a stop and go. Clark flips it up. Salon pulls up. Bounce pass. Hall. 3 points, and look at the ball movement. Hall ducks in and have just blitzed Indy. Simpson puts on the brakes.
The worst shooting performance for track to not shoot it, which is less than 33.
Salon is launches and get
2 players there, whether to.
Mitchell sets up Boston. Tremendous performance. But we've been when you're struggling. Lexi Hull corner.
The action.
And the Valkyries, that initial run, just a tad under 17,000.
Well, the practice court will be
on the day for Indiana. They're 23. Mitchell driving into traffic.
Exceptionally well. Good job defensively on all the Fever players.
Often the Fever have had to do that this year.
You play 5, you miss 5.
2 very different styles with and without her. Kate Martin, who's played really well today, had a key. Timpson spins it.
True road game for the Fever.
Donald feeds Timpson. Me here spinning on Timpson. Opportunity. Salon comes to his all Valkyries.
3-point shooter. And Natasha Howard playing.
And the Valkyries now have their largest lead in the first double-digit lead, and Kate Martin. McDonald finds some space, but Kate. Burton leaves it for Martin, who hits in with Kelsey Casper.
Well, guys, during that huddle, Stephanie White sat down and looked for this game to get back into it, and we have to be disciplined every second if we want to.
They have just been totally stymied on the offensive end. Thornton launches, point lead in the first half. See Kate Mitchell finds some space. There's a start.
Cassie Mitchell. You'll never see her take a play off on either end of the floor.
Bentley battling offensive rebound and around the rim. Mitchell gets inside in amongst the trees, hands off Boston.
Leah Boston, she was 5 for 7 from the free throw line together. She needs to get to the free throw line here. The Fever got to get her the ball and the quality.
IndianaWorkers.com. We go to work when you
Back within 12. Hayes on the drive, the kick out, and on the defensive end. Thornton misses, but a second offensive rebound to the after an extended cold spell. Dantas will play in her first minutes since Zill finished with a silver medal, and Dantas had 30. Timpson will take it at Martin, fading and hits on this end. Good defense there by Mitchell. Thornton's been hot from 13th turnover. Hayes weaves her way, switch on to Dantas, cross-court pass, tip into the corner. It's
yeah, and Caitlin's going to switch that matchup right here. Still doesn't put more size on Kate Martin. There you go. Lexi Holst
from Caitlin Chen. Clark, 3-on-2. Clark on the drive.
Make that inbound. See, this is where the Valkyries to me are the most dangerous.
Oh, what a pass. And now feeds it inside to a cutting.
Play 5 out, and that's a great cut from the weak side by Thornton. Is it connected on that pass? That'd been a top 10. Henry roll to that being of a lead guard in this league.
Dantas, bounce pass. Clark, here's Hull.
The team set. Fever basketball.
Criminals have done it. Natasha Howard's one of the other 3. Dantas being hounded. Dantas looking for some help. Instead will drop.
So it was a lot for the USA team to handle.
USA trailed at half medal over the last few cycles. 35-year-old Tiffany Hayes turns it over. Dantas wide open. She can't hit. Timpson the rebound. Timpson. Clark hounding Caitlin Chen.
When they played the Valkyries the first time, they trapped that second shot clock. So it does keep you off balance as a ball. They would look to trap that.
Clark gets inside, bank shot head. She lofts it up, but leaves it short. There just for a moment. She'll launch from 2. Clark bouncing. Dantas hitting. Indiana flipped the script here in Indianapolis today. Salon finds some space. Clark, 3-on-2. Clark lofts it up. Timpson pulls it down. Salon, fade, fire. Too strong. Timpson had it. In the third quarter. They've got 5 of them in the quarter.
And it looked like drop even though they're switching.
You notice Timpson, offensive rebound. Timpson fires it up, cross-court pass. Here's late on the drive, late to the rim.
Right
there, the foul does come.
Then you kind of counteract the defensive 3-second rule. They should.
Of the third quarter, Cunningham launches, playing into the hands of McDonald. She and Dantas play catch, and McDonald.
I think she just fumbled the catch.
Burton hangs and draws. Mitchell, Cunningham into traffic, lob it up Timpson. Timpson flip
it a few times.
Burton fire away. The air out of the balloon here a little bit in Indy. 2, flips to Mitchell. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell through traffic, draws the foul. Cumulative record in this franchise since 2000, and that she might play the rest of the way. We'll see how Stephanie White manages it.
Based on what Indiana was previously doing was switching on. Paint! I mean, you got to know personnel.
Mitchell pulls up.
This is where the depth of the Valkyries, because they can change.
And Mitchell had it taken away on the handoff. Carla Late comes up. Not close enough there on the handoff. There's Burton driving on. McDonald hangs.
Spread out on defense. And they've done a really good job of moving the ball.
For Golden State, 2 shots.
Been impressed with Veronica Burton. The great Joe McEwen, her coach, but they played some good games.
It's a 12-1. Boston sees the double team. Cunningham back for McDonald. This afternoon, that's 29%. Late steps into a 3. Boston going coast to coast, taking on her former teammate, pins her inside. Hayes gets by Boston, got by Howard. Bang, shoot. Hull with the rebound. Second chance opportunity. Team. Howard backs her way in. Here is a Boston 3.
Has made 3 triples all season. She's 3 for 13.
Beck Benlane out on the same page. Here's Clark off to the races. Clark flips it up. Flips goes behind the back. Not the gamble the Valkyries were hoping for. It's good twice. Thornton another offensive rebound, and Burton has been really problematic for the Fever here in the second half. Boston.
Until your arm falls off.
Clark with a stop and go. Clark flips it up.
And she does off the pass than anyone in the league.
Salon pulls up, pulls her way into traffic. Cunningham, bounce pass, Hall. And the Fever have been held to 53 points, and look at the ball movement. Hall ducks in and get lead. And the Valkyries have just blitzed Indiana. Leaves it back for Timpson, puts on the brakes.
Games, and the worst shooting performance for. They're on track to not shoot it, which is less than 33.
Solana's their season worst mark. Thornton launches and gets
Side, so Lexi Hull was in between 2 players there, whether to.
Mitchell sets up Boston, who have put together a tremendous performance. But we've been looks just feel a little less open when you're struggling.
You need a few more reps.
Lexi Hull corner.
The ball and not worrying about guarding the action.
Put the Fever into the penalty. And the Valkyries in this game, after the Valkyries had that initial run, and this near sellout crowd of just a tad under 17,000.
Thing about playing a noon game when you don't shoot it well, the practice court will be
30% on the day for Indiana. They're 23%. Mitchell driving into traffic.
guarded personnel exceptionally well. In the paint, really did a really good job defensively on all the Fever players.
Process, and if you think about how often the Fever have had to do that this year.
I mean, you play 4, you miss 4. You play 5, you miss 5.
And acclimating for a team that plays 2 very different styles with and without her. And Clark back on the floor. There's Kate Martin, who's played really well today at a key. Timpson spins it, perhaps.
I thought it felt like a true road game for the Fever.
McDonald feeds Timpson. Nami here spinning on Timpson. Third chance opportunity. Salon comes. It is all Valkyries.